Here's another reason that I have to say this as another qualifier. When I use the word criticize, what did I really mean by that? As butchering the language, convoluted language, convoluted tones. The speaker, the Babylonian priesthood, the Babel. Um, it it's much like when I was a child. It's just like with the prior. You may not actually be aware of it, how much I actually love you forever. You may not actually be aware of that because I'm experiencing what it feels like on the inside to breathe the inner sun, the inner eternal sun of pure, eternal, absolute love, on fire to learn and on fire to create. Now, you may not be experiencing what I'm experiencing what I am. But what it is that I'm sharing with you is meant to help you, to help facilitate your recovery, if you're listening. Are you able to pick up the DH12? And if you're not able to pick up and receive the DH12 that I experienced in me, you're not going to be able to translate it. Because you're not experiencing pure, eternal, absolute love in your own heart that I experience in mine. Okay. So when I was a child growing up, I would communicate to them, you're trying to judge me. No, actually, I love you. There are no words that I can use to make a sound to actually share with you how much I do love you, because it's true, because it's eternal, which is the true still point of a true vacuum, my mano aya. What I share with you, I take the time and energy to share with you what I've learned, because the one I serve is the one I learned. That's how I learned. I learned through the first son. So I'm sharing with you what I've learned through the first son, which is to protect you from yourself. You're trying to protect me from myself? Yeah, what you're doing to yourself. Because I become aware of what you're doing to yourself. And when you're doing what you're doing to yourself, what do you think that does to me? Now I'm experiencing what you're experiencing, which is dirty radiation. Now I got to clean myself up. And that's okay, because I've already forgiven you forever, because I am what I am. I am Manu Aya. I'll restore what I am, because that's a speed function, which is the electrical function of breathing. Pure, internal, eternal, absolute love. So it's not meant to criticize you. In other words, Liberian Light cared about me because we had a beautiful, loving, kind, respectful, and honorable relationship with each other, because she was doing the same thing that I was doing. She put it to me in different terms when she said, I used my time and energy in Hilo, Hawaii, and working on this island. She was known as Hilo Girl. She was born and raised in Hilo. She was a communications supervisor with the United States Air Force. But she was always putting the county council of Hilo, the county council, the ruling body, the military ruling body, right, of -13 reversal spiral, the black and red roses, on notice, right, with law enforcement and the local mayors and the county council, right, about war crimes. And so she does it out of love and compassion and kindness to help others. So what she would do, like receptive, they are receptive to learning. And if you are receptive to learning, and you're learning through pure, eternal, absolute love, because that's what you're experiencing through what you're learning, then you're learning through love. You're learning through spirit and not machines. And that's why my messages were being deleted when I went online to work with alcoholics. And one of them was looking for a sponsor. And I tried to put in there, I will be more than happy to work with you. And those messages were deleted, which means that network, the Global Intelligence Agency's network, does not want the energy of I am, what I am, which is pure, eternal, absolute love, to help someone else recover so they're no longer held captive by that network, by that artificial network, that finite network. Okay? Because it actually doesn't take all that long at all. Step 4. That's right. That's the inventory. That's called a cellular inventory of our memories. And learning to forgive yourself is learning to forgive others. And boy, that's a release of a lot of density. That's a release of a lot of baggage. Now you're experiencing more electrical power. Now you're experiencing more light. Your spirit is recovering your speed. Your shield is now strengthened. And that's why doing a self-inventory, I used to do them on a daily basis. Sometimes I do them on a weekly basis, right? And those are called breathing corrections. Okay. Eternal love is eternal forgiveness, which is forever gifting. What I am, which is what love is, which is fire, the inner sun, the inner fire, the inner flame, the still flame, the inner flame of Adama Amareya, the first atom, the first pressure wave in spirit spiral form is crystal, liquid crystal light, liquid light, pre-matter, Aya, Muaveaya,